I'll interview Chris. How about that?
Okay, all right.
When did you decide to leave music and get into directing? Because I know like you've had a really long career in Coldplay.
Yeah, it was. I had a long, illustrious career. I released a lot of albums. I just got tired of it, and I was like, you know what? I want to make Korean dramas now.
Yeah, there's like something about Korean dramas that affect everyone around the world, even people in England, right? But what happened to your accent?
I do a really good American accent. I only do it when I'm here.
All right, wow.
Make people comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention what you did with your hair, but okay, I need to stop. Okay, no. Look, this show would not have happened without this man right here. This guy is.
It also couldn't happen
genius.
without him. So
he's the director. He's our captain, and we're dating. We're dating.
Taking the ship and combining the east to the west, which is very unusual because we have that now, but usually seems to get whitewashed when we bring eastern stuff.
Yeah, especially recently, right?
We kind of had to reverse. We had to like reverse engineer it and find it in Korea first, and then like kind of bring it back to the West, right? I'm trying to make some sense out of what you're saying.
No, it's one of those things where it's like we have like Sean knows this, like all our Asian American friends that are like here today, who are actors know this. It's hard as shit to get roles, right? And it's like stealing roles from them is not fair. Like, why is Tilda Swinton an Asian person in this new movie? I love Tilda Swinton. She's an amazing actress, and she has a lot of roles. And so it's like, for us, it's about the fans, though. And so it's like, Justin's a facilitator, Claire's a facilitator. Anybody can be a facilitator as long as they're fans of the show. And so that's why, for us, we agree. And that's something that Sean's experienced, a bunch of our friends have experienced over here, just like dealing with that. And so it's one of those things where we're pretty cognizant of, and we try as hard as we can to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Now, I love Dramaworld. I watched it. How did you sort of go through the road to make it funny to the Korean audience as well as the American, the international audience that make up Viki?
I think we really, because the thing was like, Chris and I did this commercial campaign for Viki back in 2013. He wrote it and directed it, and in a lot of ways, like there were similar, because of course it all came from Chris's head again.
And my partner Josh. Josh is,
and Josh Billig. Where is that guy?
He just walked inside. Yeah.
That like I think that when people responded positively to that ad campaign, it was like, oh, there's something with like your sensibilities that's touching this audience, and like let's do something bigger. You know what I mean? And the result is this show. We thought of them first.
Yeah. I think too it all comes from like I spent a lot of time in Korea. I grew up here, and so it's like kind of balancing those two sides. I feel like I've gained a lot of knowledge from being over there, and one of those things where like I don't think I can ever make a Korean movie. I can't make a Korean drama, but I feel like I can make something in the middle. You know what I mean? I can make something that has a little bit of American elements, a little bit of like Korean elements, and I feel like the humor and just kind of like the flow of it is a little bit of both of those things.
Well, I love it. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
She said she liked the shower scene.
Oh my God, I totally love
Can
the
we
shower
wait?
scene.
Can we
That should be an
wait? Can Sean take all his clothes off now?
Sewed my shirt.
Oh, you
to
sewed.
my pants.
I was gonna pull it off for you. I was gonna see if I could rip it off, but
Superman.
yeah. Why don't we try
I
that?
think I should come down for Comic-Con.
Every time I do an interview with her, she has a weird idea.
You're super fun to.
Could we have a scene where the guys are in white t-shirts and then they fall into a river? And she's like, what?
What if they all come in Speedos and then? No, but thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me.